The noise is just about reaching a crescendo here as these two sides get ready to lock horns. This is football at its finest. Expectations and decibels both rising fast here. Things are heating up and we'll be getting underway very soon. There's the whistle.
I'll be accused of bias here, but I can't overlook the great professional that is Javier Zanetti.
What's that bias, Jim? He just has the lot. He has such class, doesn't he?
That's it, a loser of class and an example to all aspiring footballers.
Not the most accurate pass. And it's Ibrahimovic. Well seen, saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped.
That ball looks a good one. Del Piero. And here's Ibrahimovic. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. Some really good ball movement. Messi. Rijkaard. Bergomi kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. Adriano, passing nice and neat. And it's Del Piero. He's going for goal! Wonderful from Del Piero! Oh, it really is a finish of the highest order. That is a diamond of a goal. The planning immaculate, the execution brilliant.
Oh, how does he get the ball to do that? He's on another level to most of his peers.
So the game's first significant moment, and it's come earlier than perhaps we anticipated. Milan are enjoying a good spell right now and leading. Nicely aimed pass. And this is Van Basten. Vieira. And they can counter here. Del Piero proves just a little bit too strong. He's played it back.
That's good pressure. It gave him no other choice.
Gerrard. Now it's Pelé. And that's the end of that. It all started well enough. No way through. And the two sides separated by the game's only breakthrough moment to this point. 1-0 the score. Neither of these two want to come off second best. Vieira. Del Piero. Adriano. Now it's Messi. Adriano! Great effort, beautifully taken.
Oh, the technical control was exquisite. The pummeled attempt was exasperating.
It's a good spell of possession, this. Good chance here!
Del Piero was never going to reject the invitation. They all stood off and said, well,
but shot a goal! And yes, it's there! And look what it means to them. This is a position of genuine strength now. A momentary lapse mercilessly exploited. They were absolutely lethal.
The danger was always there, Peter. We all knew they'd be pouncing on any slip or any sort of indecision. They need to sharpen up or it's going to happen again.
Milan are doing very nicely, thank you.
Well, with this kind of authority, Peter, why not push on and totally kill this off?
Oh, that's fabulous. And this is and the shot! And that's caused a worry or two.
Adriano certainly knows that he's missed a real chance there, but he can't dwell on that. He needs to pick himself up and move on.
Now it's Pelé, and this is Van Basten. Costa Curta kept his eye on it, and he's there. Messi. Half-time coming up, and little doubt as to which of the two sides is the happier. And no, that is pretty much the end of that. Decent chance! Oh, it's come off the upright. Rijkaard. Gerrard. He's a sharp little ball here. He saw the tape. Whistle's gone, and the referee has given a penalty. And that really is the last thing they wanted to do. And he is going into that little black book. Well, Jim, I suppose that was the only possible outcome in the circumstances. Now, power or placement? Brilliant save from Buffon!
Oh, once the save was made, the change to both mindsets could be hugely telling now.
Turan is a perfect combination of brain and brawn. Ibrahimovic looks to get on the end of this. Costa Curta. Oh, that pass isn't the best. Bullet. Ball's played through. And he's managed to get free. Big header! Firm header, just off target.
He did so well there, it's just a shame about the accuracy.
Oh, that's nice.
He looked rushed. He should have waited for some movement.
The referee's had a look, and he's blown his whistle for half-time. So, your views on the first half?
Well, I think things have worked out pretty well so far, Peter. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. So I think the manager has to resist change at this stage.
Milan sitting pretty here at half-time, 2-0 up.
Sostituzione per il Milan. Numero 24. Vieira. Viene sostituito
And we're off again.
Numero 22. Yaya Touré.
No, again there's no way through. Milan different to some extent this half. Details of the changes to come soon.
I'll be fascinated to see how the change now affects their overall strategy.
And it's Rijkaard. Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Yaya Touré. And it's Yaya Touré. And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Now that looks a decent ball. And this is Ibrahimovic. Costa Curta. And that's been intercepted. Now it's Pelé. Costa Curta. Pull it. Looking for options for movement. That's a lovely, neat pass. Oh, facing up to his adversary. This is a formidable matchup. Milan needed that. They really needed it.
That's simply brilliant defending. They were outnumbered, but he still came out on top.
Messi, big chance! And that is certainly not what he had in mind.
Incredible. He had all the time in the world to pick his spot as well.
And it's Messi. It's played through for him. Great, it's Adriano! Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it.
They've been denied a chance to develop any rhythm in the passing department.
Del Piero! Del Piero! It's bounced back off the post. And here's Del Piero. Gives it back. And the finish! And yet another chance goes to waste.
Milan really have stepped it up now. They could have been a bit more greedy and forced the issue.
And it's hoisted clear. Gerrard makes the interception. Van Basten. And this is Pelé. Pelé. That's a risky ball, you've got to say. Bergomi. Ibrahimovic is herring after that one. And this is how it's Adriano! Well, he should have done better, and he knows it.
Adriano just can't be faulted for taking on the opportunity. That sort of distance is usually up his street.
Nicely spread. Milan still have the cards to affect this game. Now it's Ibrahimovic. Well read, nice interception. Chiellini. Rijkaard. Pelé. Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
And this is Pelé. And he's away. Good take. Goes for a shot! Goal at his mercy, and somehow he's missed it.
And how decisive might that prove, Peter? It really would have put the wind in their sails if there were just one down, as opposed to two.
Milan have the chance to go the other way. Adriano gets into a good position. He's got plenty of space out wide here. Now, what about this cross?
Cambio di giocatori.
Well, look, they know they've got a height advantage, and it's time for them to use it.
Can he finish? Yes! Up by 3. They have their boot on the throats of their foes. Just gorgeous, the most glorious, delicious of touches, followed up with an unerring finish.
Yeah, the right touch in moments like that is key to what follows. All very neat and tidy.
A case now of complete control. Ahead by 3, but they won't want to take their foot off the pedal. And this is Ibrahimovic. Well, that's beautifully weighted. It's a loose ball. Now it's Del Piero. He's found a way through. Bullet! And how did he not make it 4? Aims beyond the defence. And this is Messi. Incoming delivery. He rises! And the counter is on. Now it's Messi. And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
Puskos. Buffon breathes a sigh of relief as he gets his hands on the ball. Tries to play it through. He's picked his way through. Adriano! Del Piero! And with that, the final whistle. Milan pretty much in utopia, imposing themselves Well, what a scene we have here. There's a real expectant buzz in the stadium, and the players on the pitch are raring to go any minute now. Just listen to that noise. This place is definitely up for it. Let's hope we get a contest worthy of the setting. There's the whistle, and here we go. Jim, who do you reckon is pivotal?
This guy, Sandro Tonali, was being touted as being one of Italy's greatest midfield talents. Remember the season he got his side promoted into the Italian top flight, 17 years of age, I think, and he was the mainstay in a team at that early age, playing in virtually every game and dictating the play. He stands out, doesn't matter how old he is.
Yeah, I'd have picked him too. No doubt the fans feel much the same way. Now it's Ibrahimovic.
They'll want to make the most of this turnover.
Now it's Hullet. Now it's Tonali. And the through ball. Oh, important interception. Now it's Ibrahimovic. Nice bit of trickery. He's shifting through the gears here. Cruyff. Now, what about a counter-attack? Hullet. And he's intervened well there. Rummenigge. It has been a rather gentle affair so far. Rummenigge. Tries to play it through, and this is Hullet. Can he finish? Goal! An opportunist strike, but he'll take it. He will own it.
The keeper deserves some sympathy there. He may not have seen that.
He's having a hit! And no one is overly concerned about that.
Yeah, he's disappointed with himself, but at least his boss is applauding the effort he made.
Rummenigge.
Milan really can't go chasing this game too soon. Any rash decisions now could see them lose it.
There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. That ball looks a good one. Big header! He's got a goal! And he celebrates his 30th goal. A really thumping header, absolutely crashes it in.
He did so well there, attacking the ball the way he did. He got a strong forehead behind that one.
That has certainly made things interesting.
Well, they just couldn't have responded any better, Peter. Yeah, there's the old cliche about how teams can lose focus after scoring, but you still have to take your chances. Brilliant.
Adriano, some really good ball movement. Now it's Messi. Still very early doors, but it is a closely contested affair. In towards the back stick. Buffon deals with that nice and simple. Pirlo. And he cuts out the supply. And that's the end of that. It all started well enough. Can he get on the shot? Surely! Goal! And again they hit the front. And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Yeah, when you're hit on the counter-attack like that, it's like walking into a sucker punch, and they're dazed.
Well, this is what we've been waiting for. Tries a shot! They want to be quick to recover this. And it's Cruyff. Driving forward. Rafael Varane. Yaya Toure is someone so often referred to as the defender's defender. Adriano. Can he get it through? Pull it. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. And here's Messi. Pirlo. Adriano! And he was there to get a vital touch.
Adriano clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
Pirlo standing over it. And now a sudden chance to counter. And it's Cruyff. And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Approaching half-time and still behind. Can they make something happen now? So what can they make of this? Now it's Hullet. Looks a foul. Yep, referee's given it. And he's managed to... Oh, he's been caught napping! Messi. Adriano. Cruyff. Adriano running with the ball. He's in a great position here. Ibrahimovic. Nicely weighted ball. And this is having a shot! Now, who's going to be first to this? And it's Messi. Turns back here, probably the best option. And the half-time whistle goes. Well, the scoreline at half-time, a fair reflection of things overall, you'd have to say that. There was certainly no lack of effort or endeavour in the first half. Caution certainly not on the agenda here, from both sides.
Well, it's a lead that's by no means convincing. The manager can't go too easy on his players here. I think they need to re-establish that focus and try to lift the purpose again. They'll want a good start to the second half.
So we're straight back at it at the start of the second half.
Milan can really do with some bigger names standing up here. At times they didn't even look as if they knew what they were doing.
That's a lovely, neat pass. Pirlo. Well, we expected better, and so did he. That's a shade optimistic. And he has slightly undercooked that one.
They should have done a lot better there. The final ball was very poor.
Has a look and plays it forward. Strokes it back.
He's got no choice here. He had to go backwards.
Cruyff. Hullet, who's set up one goal so far. Well, it didn't look good for a while, but that was brave defending, and they got away with it.
Well, that tackle was immense, and so was the relief. The great escape.
Just eases him off the ball. Chance for a shot! Oh, the keeper's done ever so well.
Adriano really must be thinking what he has to do to score there.
Corner number 2 then. Defending of the desperate variety. And now they can spring out of defence. He's through, it's one-on-one. Buffon did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. Well, he's going to be disappointed with that. Ibrahimovic.
Milan really are going for it here, Peter. Now it's just a matter of sustaining the effort.
They're coming again and again.
You know, the interest value in this game might just take off from here.
Well, the ball just didn't work out for the run that he made.
Well, everything up to the final pass looked decent. They just couldn't pick out that killer ball.
Well, a glitch with the rangefinder there, and evident annoyance.
Ah, he made it.
And Messi! Pirlo, and this is Del Piero. That's an excellent interception. Cruyff. So, Jim, is that the manager telling the forwards that they must stay forward for now?
Well, I think he just is concentrating on the shape here, and he wants them to press as high as they can and get in the right position to do that collectively.
Tonali conjures time and space where few can. Zanetti. And it's Rijkaard. Cruyff. Now it's Gullit. Passing is crisp and sharp. Rummenigge. Looking tidy in possession here. Is there any support? He might not need it. Thuram defending his corner stubbornly. Stood up very well to his man. Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
Into the last quarter of an hour. Back towards the middle. Passes coming off in quick succession here. And the referee has brought play back and shown him a yellow card.
Sostituzione per il Milan.
Well, height could make all the difference on these set pieces.
Numero 3, numero 2, Pirlo, numero 13, numero 22.
Maldini gets it away, and he's had a hit! Should have equalised.
Well, I think that look says it all, Peter. Brilliant save from the keeper. He read the situation superbly.
Il numero 21, Neymar, cambio di giocatori.
So their fourth corner of the game. Beckenbauer clears.
Milan really are showing all the necessary urgency, but it's potency they need.
He's got away. He has a look up. Chance! He scores! And this is getting better and better. Speed of thought, efficiency of movement, and certainty of outcome.
Totti really can't believe his luck. He was allowed so much room when he should have been boxed in.
Well, it's an inspired substitution. Terrific move by the boss.
That's just as the manager would have seen it, an impact sub.
So the lead now is 2.
Well, that's pretty much sealed it now, and surely, Peter, we're not going to see any complacency after that.
He's in space and looking for options. Shot could be on. Closing in on goal. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other.
Well, the box was just so congested there, Peter. There was absolutely no space to work with.
Van Dijk spots it and intercepts. Time added on will be 2 minutes. He has found the way through. He's found some space. Shoots! Euphoria, utopia, and they are cavorting. Up by 3. Referee looks at his watch and blows his whistle. Milan cannot spin this any other way. They came up against opponents who were thrilling, at times Well, football is, of course, ultimately just a game, but for the next 2 hours, it might not feel like that. The stadium is full of noise and energy. This certainly matters. There's nothing quite like match day, especially here. This crowd doesn't do ordinary, and we should be in for something very special. And we're underway.
Gigi Buffon, pretty much peerless in every way, Peter.
Tough to disagree with that. Rarely has a keeper surely commanded quite so much respect.
And from both his own team and the opposition, I would have loved to play with someone like this behind me. Time and time again, he's shown he's just the best at organising a defence. What a communicator.
And he's gone backward here. And here's Messi. Tries to pass it through. Skillfully cut out. He is so at ease on the ball. Ronaldo looks to get on the end of this. Cristiano Ronaldo. Oh, he's getting hounded, really hounded. Ronaldinho. He's got away. Yaya Toure. Neither side especially adventurous early on. And it's gone back to the keeper. Buffon punts it upfield. Vieira promptly onto that, and that is that. Cruyff going face-to-face with his great rival. That's been slipped through. Real chance! Goal! And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Look, if you want to be effective on the break, then the key element is always pace. That's what really rips defences apart, and it's difficult to find an answer to it when it's applied like that.
A header! He's got a goal! And once more we are all square. You score, we score.
Well, if ever you want to see a lesson in responding to a deficit, that's it. Their heads didn't drop, and now their chins are up.
Satisfyingly simple. There's almost a sense of beauty to this.
Yeah, it all came from some really smart movement, Peter. Did the defence let themselves down by not picking him up? I think the boss won't be amused.
Milan grabbed the equaliser and we're all square.
Well, there's resilience for you, Peter. As a side, they never lost focus despite the setback, and this is thoroughly merited. For me, now they can go one better, possibly. Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Now it's Ibrahimovic. Nicely weighted ball. And it's played in. Last-ditch defending, but that'll do. Ronaldo is herring after that one. Davids is a perfect combination of brain and brawn. Chance here to counter. Oh, he's going to be disappointed with that. Oh, that's well spotted. Still very early doors, but it is a closely contested affair. And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Maldini calmly anticipates. Cruyff.
They'll want to make the most of this turnover.
Now it's Messi. Now it's Shevchenko. Hullet. Lovely feet. In comes the corner.
Size really matters, and it's time to make it matter now.
And that has sent him sprawling. And now they can spring out of defence. Now it's Cruyff. Oh, it's come loose. Roberto Carlos. Ronaldinho.
A lot of space here, a real opportunity.
Oh, that pass isn't the best. Well, the ball just didn't work out for the run that he made.
Milan clearly should have gone for the easier pass. Now they'll have to quickly regroup.
Now he's got space here. That's ruffled a few feathers, but well dealt with. And this is Messi. Well seen, saw that coming.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
And he's intervened well there. Now it's Ibrahimovic. And that's clear cut, it's a free kick. Oh, he's taken it. Bergomi. And Shevchenko! And he was there to get a vital touch.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
Corner number 2 then. And into the grateful arms of the keeper. And now a sudden chance to counter. Davids gets it away. And that'll be the last act of the first half. Nothing to separate the two teams at half-time. They've both given it a really good go, and they head into the break all square.
Signore e signori,
Any strong opinions on the first half?
Well, I think the manager should be pretty happy that his side managed to come in on level terms. Things seem to be going a little against them, but they stemmed the tide, got their equaliser, and I think we're in for an exciting second half now.
So, all square at half-time, each side matching the other blow for blow at the break. So once again, we're underway.
Milan clearly have been the better side here. So if I was to say anything to them, it would be just keep going. If it's not broken, don't try to fix it.
Now it's Bellingham. Now it's Shevchenko. And this is Ibrahimovic. Shevchenko. Thuram gets it clear. Can he get on the end of this? Roberto Carlos is offering some sort of an apology there.
Well, the pass wasn't good enough, and he knows it.
Now it's Shevchenko. Messi. Messi! Ambitious, but just off target.
Well, that was certainly bold, Peter. He's never short on confidence.
Nicely intercepted. Well, he was clearly disappointed with that pass.
Milan clearly didn't help themselves by telegraphing that one. It was always going to be intercepted.
Chance, surely! He's done very well to get to that.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
Cambio di giocatori.
So time for change, and this one has been on the cards for a little while. Well, that is the number we all wanted to see. What a sight this is.
It's a wow moment. Now, that's the sort of change you don't see every day.
And it's been taken short. And here's Cruyff. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Cruyff's cross. There's the header! That needed to be better, and he knows it.
Well, he certainly got to the ball well enough, but the rest didn't quite come off for him.
Now it's Ibrahimovic. And a chance! Now, who's going to be first to this?
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Attenzione, un cambio.
And it's Hullet. So nearly the perfect ball. Messi. That's a lovely, neat pass. And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
No, he wasn't going to let him past. Aims beyond the defence. Shot a goal! Goal! Milan! And the comeback is complete! Well, was he ever going to miss that? Of course he wasn't.
Such a smart finish, and the setup was very good too, but defensively, they didn't cover themselves in glory here.
And now he has two.
Sostituzione per il Milan. Numero 14.
Both sides then taking this chance to turn to their benches. Milan go into the lead.
Yeah, I always felt this was coming. There was a clear increase in both intensity and tempo. Now all they need is to try and maintain it. Well, it's definitely the right attitude and application, Peter. They've got to keep pushing.
This is a really front-footed approach.
You know, the interest value in this game might just take off from here.
Rafael Varane is a man so notably robust and resolute in his defending. Looks to the other side.
Well spotted.
Ferdinand, that's a sharp pass. Driving forward. Now it's Ibrahimovic. Roberto Carlos.
Keep calm and carry on. That's the job in a nutshell now.
Yaya Toure. Played out to the right. Tries to play it through. Oh, well cut out. No margin for error there at all. Bergomi. Pressing high and with purpose. Neither of these two want to come off second best. Maldini. Now Rafael Varane. Messi. Now it's Messi.
Oh, great feat, that.
He's had a fair tumble under that challenge. Well, that's pretty clear. It is a foul. And that's going to be a booking.
Well, not the best way to deal with it, but the old threat of pace clearly made him feel a tad uncomfortable.
Sostituzione per il Milan. Numero
Now there are
15.
plenty in the middle
Messi.
waiting for this.
Numero 4.
Plenty of jostling in that
Ferdinand.
box. They just need a good
Numero
delivery.
20. Lasciano il campo per il numero 24. Vieira. Il numero 10. Il numero 3.
That's tidy. Can he finish? And another try! And the keeper couldn't hold it.
Milan nearly finished it off there, but now it's a case of waiting for the whistle. They're avoiding the blatantly obvious by not getting the ball into the opposition box. That's where it has to be.
Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. Oh, good ball! Adriano. No unnecessary risks, and the game is petering out here. Oh, he's taken out. That'll be a foul. Well, that's a booking. Always looked it.